Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. My name's Joey and I haven't made one of these videos in such a long time, but I've decided I need to make another one. Welcome back to another doll news video. Let me know in the comments if you missed this series. This is the series where I talk about all the latest dolls and promotional images for dolls that are upcoming. Super exciting, and we discuss in the comments what we think about the new dolls. I've been very distracted with the Barbie movie recently, and speaking of Barbie, let's start by talking about Barbie. Barbie really is riding high at the moment. The Barbie movie has just reached $1 billion, which is the highest box office for any female director. It's the highest box office that Margot Robbie has ever got for a film, and it's the highest box office that Ryan Gosling has ever got for a film. It's really incredible. Like, the Barbie movie is breaking loads of records, and I could not be more proud of the whole team and Barbie in general. I always knew she was an icon, and now I feel like the world is really waking up to it. But anyway, there are some more Barbie dolls coming out, of course, so we need to talk about them. First of all, we have a second wave of Barbie movie dolls, which is super exciting. Here they all are. We have Barbie in her like pink jumpsuit from the scene where they're like... Actually, no, I won't spoil the film. We have the I'm Just Ken doll, and I really love this doll. His fur coat looks so huge and ostentatious, and the packaging is brilliant. It's so clever, it ties into the movie so well, I love it. We have Ken in his cowboy outfit. We have Barbie and Ken in their rollerblading outfit. I've been waiting for the rollerblading dolls for so long. I am definitely going to buy the Barbie. That might be the only one of these dolls I get. They're really expensive. They're really expensive, and I think they're exclusively sold on Mattel Creations, which I hate when Mattel does that. Ugh. Stop doing that, Mattel. I just want to be able to order it easily from Amazon. And there is also a weird Barbie doll, which I absolutely love. It's so meta, you know, like, all of us have had a weird Barbie at some point, a Barbie that we've, like, played with too hard, drawn on its face, ripped its clothes, and now Barbie is actually making a weird Barbie. This is life imitating art, imitating life, surely. Crazy. Anyway, I'm super excited about these dolls. The quality is really high. And I have to say, I complained before about the face mold for Margot Robbie, but I think they've kind of like revised it. It just looks much more effective here. Maybe I've gotten used to it. Maybe that's what's happened, but it looks so much better here. It really does look like a mix between classic Barbie and Margot Robbie, and I love it. Iconic. I have just recently bought the Barbie, like, Western cowgirl outfit, and I'm super excited to open her. I'm probably going to do that once I finish the video. She's so cute! Okay, next up, there are so many different like Barbie reveal things at the moment. I'm getting a little bit sick of this gimmick, I won't lie. But we have some new Barbie reveal dolls. We have this really cute twin set where they're both in pajamas. It's like a slumber party. These are really cute dolls. I love the Barbie cutie reveal dolls. I think they're adorable. I love the color palette. I love the fact that they have removable clothes, finally. And they have like long, really high quality hair and articulation. What more could you want? And they come with like the typical cutie reveal, like mascot heads. And they don't come with the bodies though, they come with sleeping bags. Next up we have a whole new kind of Barbie reveal gimmick thing. We have Barbie Pop Reveal. Slay. They come in drink cups, and like the doll comes out of the drink cup. I don't really understand. Anyway, the dolls themselves are wearing roller skates and like kind of what looks like beach wear. They've got shorts on and painted on swimsuits. Barbie, stop. Yeah, you need to stop right now. This painted on clothing situation. Barbie, you made $1 billion from the Barbie movie. You need to invest in some material clothes. Okay? Okay? I'm screaming. I'm crying. Please stop. Anyway, because these dolls are like so close to perfect, but the painted on tops... Stop. I'm over it. Their hair is really long and it looks super high quality. I definitely will be getting a couple of these, even though there are a couple things I don't like about them. They also have a bend in the ankles, which is really good, and they actually have the made to move legs, so they have extra joints in the legs. Another great feature. They're really cute. It's just a shame about the painted on tops. I know I keep going on about it, but like, Barbie, for real, girl? Okay, we have some new color reveal dolls, and you know, the other reveal dolls are much higher quality than the color reveal dolls, but the price point is often like reasonably similar. So I don't know why anyone would choose a color reveal doll over like a cutie reveal, for example. These ones are cute. They're cute, they're fine. Again, the designs are quite cute. They're like little fairies. They have painted on clothes. We're not going to talk about it. I love the fact that they all have like different wings, very cute hair. They're fine. They're fine. I just think the whole color reveal era needs to die now. We have some new Dreamtopia unicorn dolls, and another line that kind of needs to die. The Dreamtopia dolls are always so cheap and tacky, and these ones are no exception. Pretty cheap, painted on clothes, no articulation, tacky designs. I will say that the colours on these dolls are quite nice. They're quite harmonious. Mattel must have some like new designers, because the color reveal dolls used to look so tacky and garish. They used to look like clown dolls, and now these, they're kind of cute. The colors are cute, but they're still cheap. Up the ante, Barbie, like come on. You're like riding high, you're like biggest icon in the world right now, and you're making this? Stop. Okay, next up we're going to talk about Disney dolls. There are loads of new Disney dolls coming out, which I'm super excited about. I feel like I haven't spoken about Disney on this channel for a while, so welcome back, Disney. Hop on board. Okay, first of all, I thought I'd quickly mention the brand new Disney Store princess dolls. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited that the Disney Store is doing something different with their dolls for the first time in a while. I feel like the dolls have been like really similar for ages, and now they're like completely switching it up, which I think is great. These dolls come once again in cardboard boxes, but they kind of fold out to create little play sets, and they also come with a second outfit and like loads of accessories. I think this is really exciting. The designs here are great, and like the thing I love the most about them is they don't have flat feet anymore. Thank you, Disney. I hated the flat feet. I just felt like they looked really dorky, like a duck. I don't know why. And I think like pointed toes are much more kind of like action orientated. Like with pointed toes, the doll can be running or jumping or climbing or dancing, whereas with flat feet, they can kind of only really be standing still. I'm not going to talk too extensively about these dolls because I've actually ordered a whole bunch of them, loads of them, and I'm of course going to do an unboxing, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that video. I'm going to go into loads of detail about what I like and what I don't like about these new dolls. I'm really excited. Mattel is making a new series of limited edition dolls. These are called the Radiance collection, and wow. Oh my god, I actually really like these. I really like these. The face sculpts, perfection. Belle has real removable gloves, which I love. You know, Mattel hasn't made removable gloves in a while, it feels like. The materials used on all of these dolls look really high quality, which is great. The hair looks quite nice. I'd love to know if they have a bend in the knees, I will say that. They're quite expensive, they're $75.95, but at least they're not like in the hundreds like so many of the Mattel dolls are at the moment. I think the first one I might get is Aurora, which is different for me. I don't normally go for Aurora. Then I might get Jasmine, because I love this dress. She doesn't often get to wear her kind of finale dress. And then finally I might get Belle, although I do love Belle's face mold. I do love this Belle doll. I mean, I love them all. I love them all. Well done, Mattel. The only annoying thing about these dolls is they're only gonna be sold on Mattel Creations. Why do they keep doing that? Why do they keep doing that? Next up, we have some brand new Sorry, I always trip over saying this name. I don't think it's a very good name, I won't lie. We have some new L-I-Y or Illy dolls from the Disney store, and they are kind of like normal, average girls dressing up in Disney bounds, like reflecting their favourite Disney characters. It's a very kind of like meta concept. And I quite like these. I think I prefer this wave than the original wave. The original wave of these dolls, they were all dressed like Disney princesses, and I actually prefer it when they're dressed like characters that don't normally have dolls made of them. If you know what I mean? Like there's a Stitch one here, there's a Mickey one here. I'm definitely going to get the Mickey one, she's really cool. There's a Bambi one, and there's an Ursula one. Choosing characters that don't normally have dolls, that aren't very doll-esque, is that a word? I think is more fun and inventive and cool. And I also just think the clothes here are slightly nicer. In the last wave, I thought the clothes were kind of like cringy, you know what I mean? It's like stuff that you would have seen people wearing in the park like 5-10 years ago. I think these clothes look slightly more current. They're still pretty cringy, but like the Minnie outfit, for example, the girl that's dressed like Minnie, I think this little like pinafore dress with like the turtleneck undershirt thing, I think it's really cool. I think that's a really cool outfit. I think the Bambi outfit is quite cute. Like, there's some good outfits here. I might buy the Minnie and the Mickey one, because they're really cute. Maybe Stitch. Because, like, we just never get dolls that are, like, centered around Stitch. It's so random. Okay, next up, we have 2 more deluxe Disney dolls made by Mattel. And, wow, these dolls are celebrating Disney 100, the 100th anniversary of the Disney company. And they're pretty stunning. They are pretty stunning. We have Tiana and Cinderella. They both have dresses with slightly shorter skirts than they would normally have, which I thought was an interesting design choice, but I do quite like it, especially on Tiana. They both have like a silvery plastic piece on their dress, which I think is kind of meant to be inspired by the Disney 100 logo. I love their high-heeled shoes. One thing I will say about these dolls that I don't like is I think the material looks pretty low quality, which is a shame. I don't know how much these are going to cost, but knowing Mattel, it's going to be quite a lot of money, and I would have expected slightly better quality when it comes to the material. But the face sculpts, very impressed with these face molds. Cinderella looks really cute. I love that they've used quite accurate colours to the film. Yeah, I like these. I would buy them. I just want the quality on the material to be better. We also have a collector's edition Tinkerbell doll, also made by Mattel, and she's cute. She's cute. I really like this like embroidered piece going around her waist and coming down a little bit. That's really cute. The wings are cute. It's just like a nicely designed doll. And this one is going to be sold on Amazon, finally, and it's only $50, which, you know, is, for Mattel, is quite cheap. And since she's on Amazon and so convenient to get, I probably will buy her. And she has a bend in the knees. I hope that means all the collector's dolls will have a bend in the knees. Here we have a collector's edition Ariel doll. Interestingly enough, she's wearing her, like, going round the village dress. I would have liked to see a deluxe, like, mermaid Ariel first, but this is still really cute. I think it's an interesting interpretation that they gave her, like, tartan pattern on the bow and going around the frills at the bottom. I really like that. The material here looks pretty high quality. Like, it looks silky, and I like that. And again, an adorable face. Her hair is styled to perfection. And she's got high heels, what more could you want? The way her feet are posed looks like she might have a bend in the knees. She's cute, I like her. I really want to see what her box looks like. Next up, more Disney dolls made by Mattel, and wow, this is an incredible set. This set has 8 dolls, it's going to cost $125. It has Tinkerbell, Elsa, Anna, Moana, Snow White, Jasmine, Pocahontas, and Alice, which is kind of a random assortment. Like, Alice the Frozen girls and Tinkerbell aren't normally considered like Disney princesses, so I find this like an interesting array, but I do really like this set. And they all have removable clothes. They have real fabric clothes, which is absolutely brilliant. The articulation, pretty rubbish. That's fine. If it went on sale, I would buy it, definitely. Especially because this is the nicest Mattel Pocahontas doll we've seen since the 90s. Like, this is the nicest one. She's got, like, removable clothes, really cute face mold. I love Pocahontas, so I would have to buy this. Just the fact that they have removable clothes is, like, drawing me to this set. I love that Snow White's colour palette is, like, very similar to the film as well. They haven't deviated from her colour palette. And she has her cape. Pocahontas has her tattoo as well. Next up, we have some Disney villain dolls made by Mattel. And these are incredible. I really like these. They've made Yzma, which I love. I absolutely love Yzma as a character, and I've always wanted a company to make a doll of her, so I'm super excited about this. The Disney store made a deluxe version before, but she was too expensive for me. I much prefer this doll. They gave her her own unique body mold, which I love. They've done the same with Cruella de Vil, which is really cool. I kind of wish Yzma had like some feathers on the top of her hat thing, because I always interpreted her hat thing to have feathers on, but maybe that was just me. I love this. These look really accurate. They look really cute. They have removable fashion, which like the Disney princesses didn't even get. I do wonder if these are going to be collector dolls or like deluxe dolls, or if they're just going to be basic dolls. They look like basic dolls. I think it's a shame that Cruella isn't wearing her fur coat. She's just got like a fur shawl. I felt like they kind of cut corners there, which is a shame. And I also think it's a shame that the evil queen isn't wearing her cape. Again, I love a cape. I love a cape. You gotta come through with capes. Is that like a cape shortage? Capes are just so dramatic, you know? They're so like extra, and I love that. Okay, next up, this doll came out quite a while ago, but we have this deluxe collector's edition Alice doll. She's really expensive. Really expensive. She's like over £100, I think. The box is really cool. I do love this doll. They've done something really interesting and unique with her, and very creative. I'm surprised, you know, no doll companies have ever thought of doing this before with an Alice doll, but she has the house, the White Rabbit's house, like on her, which is really clever. This is like such an iconic part of the movie. I just think this is such a cool idea. She can obviously wear the house, but the house also has like loads of tiny furniture in and a little plastic White Rabbit. So you can basically play with it like it's a Polly Pocket or something. Very cool. And her high-heeled shoes have little like drink me bottles on the heel. So clever. I love that. I really love this doll, but I have a feeling I'll never be able to own it. I think it was another one that was sold on Mattel Creations as well. Ugh, I hate Mattel Creations. I recently did an unboxing of the new Magic Mixies Pixeling dolls, and I really like them. I think the designs were really cute. I actually have one here. Ta-da! Adorable. And you should definitely go and check out that unboxing, but they are already making new dolls and adding to this line, which is really exciting. Like, those dolls only came out a couple days ago. Like, and we're already getting new ones. Love that. We have this special deluxe winter doll. I think she's really cool. The designs and the colour palette for these dolls is really great. Really great. And this one even has a entirely removable outfit, which the other ones don't. I love that. I wish more of them had an entirely removable outfit, but she's very cute. Her hair is stunning. And we also have this kind of butterfly-inspired one. I think this is just a regular one, not like a deluxe one. It looks like her top is painted on. I really like the colours here. They look kind of like tropical. This doll line is just really fun, and I'd love to see how it progresses. Next up, we have two new Shadow High dolls, which I am really excited about. I actually really like these dolls. I think they're really beautiful. I definitely want the kind of purpley one with the super long hair. And you know what? I also want the kind of red one. She's really cool. I love her coat. I love her high pigtails. She's really cute. But there is something that a lot of people have pointed out about these dolls, which is that they do not have a second outfit or even very many accessories. Here I have another recent Shadow High doll, and as you can see, she also doesn't have much. She doesn't come with a second outfit. I do think it's a shame that we don't get a second outfit anymore, but personally, I don't mind it. I tend to keep my dolls in their original outfits anyway, so having a second outfit was never really a priority for me. I only ever put them in the second outfit if I really didn't like the original outfit. So this is fine for me, and I actually really like these designs. Sometimes I find the Rainbow High dolls like a little bit tacky. Some of their designs are like too focused on like designer brands. And these ones, like, there aren't any designer brand like knockoffs here, which I like because I didn't appreciate that. Next up we have some brand new Bratz dolls, and when I say brand new, I mean brand new recreations of old Bratz dolls. Like, it's fun, you know, it's fun seeing like reproductions of dolls, and if you don't already own the doll, you can get a chance to own it, especially with like Bratz on the resale market at the moment are so expensive. But I would like to see some new dolls. I would like to see a new line, but I do like these. I would probably get the Dana and the Felicia. Okay, next up we have this new Monster High amped up doll. This is Frankie Stein, and I absolutely love them. This is really cool. You know, sometimes I find the outfits for Monster High a little bit garish, a little bit tacky. I don't love the fact that they've kind of moved away from the gothic aesthetic and moved towards a more kind of like neon, like new rave aesthetic. I don't like that, but I do actually really like them. Like, this is cool. I love the big puffy silver sleeves. I love the long hair. This is a nice doll, and I hope we get some more in this line. I'm sure we will. And when we do, I will talk about them. Okay, next up we have a whole new wave of Monster High, like, Coffin reveal dolls. And I don't like this one as much as the last one. They all have, like, kind of bunny ears or rabbit ears or whatever, like, attached to their hoodies. I don't know, I think that's kind of cringy, but they're still cute. It's very neon again, which I don't really like, and we get some like new / returning characters here, which I love. You know, it's great that we're kind of expanding the line again. And there we have it, doll fans. I spoke about some of the new dolls which are going to be coming out soon or are already out. Please let me know what you thought of the dolls I spoke about today in the comments. Also let me know if there are any other dolls you want me to talk about, and you know, go watch some more of my videos. Also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you real soon, doll fans. Bye!